What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. Look, y'all, there you have it. And I'm going to address that BS that's going around right now. And pretty much I'm going to debunk all these idiotic, assertions that people make and all of these stupid comments that they make. Now, first of all, I notice all of these older people who are no longer fighting or just basically a commentary, whoever, whatever. People love to get involved, to give their opinions on something, to show hate towards a person and try to big up another person, showing favoritism. None of that shit changed the facts. Even if you can affect the way somebody think because they don't know any better, well, airheads don't make good decisions. So if people just listen to things that you say, they don't do their homework. We live in an era. There's no way in 2025, there's nothing you can't find out. So when you just run with something because someone says something and you don't know the score, but you're repeating it as if, well, such and such said it. So what? Example that you just saw. Okay, that's the perfect example. That's why even the thumbnail, I made it like it is, because they were sitting there listening and watching the monitor of Laila Ali saying what she said. Now, I love Laila Ali as a fighter. I love Claressa Shields as a fighter. Okay? Bottom line. But let me just be real. All of you that's talking this shit about, oh man, why she want to fight Laila? Why don't she fight Katie? First of all, she will mop the floor of Katie's little ass. My opinion. And my strong, I will bet you some money, motherfucker. Send me your cash app, I'll send you mine. And on my dead mama, I don't break promises. I will bet you money on that. She will destroy Katie Taylor. That shit won't even be close. First thing gonna come out of your mouths, oh, but Katie was too small, just like everybody did when what's her name? The chick that Christy Martin. They talked all that shit. Now it wasn't Laila that called out Christy. It was Christy about I got a problem with her calling herself the greatest. All she's doing is living off her father's legacy and his name, blah, blah, blah. She wanted her little ass whooped. And then when she got her ass whooped, well, Christy Martin is not as big as, shut the fuck up, because her mouth is just as big. She wanted that ass whooped. She got it whooped, and then it's excuses. She was too small. Okay, she knew she was smaller. So shut the fuck up then. Ain't no fucking excuses. And the thing was, she didn't just get beat. She got beat, got dropped several times, and the last time, she just didn't get up. She could have got up. She ain't want no more. Laila beat the fight out of her. She didn't want no more. This wasn't a 10 count. She didn't want to get up. Okay, she pulled a Bruce Seldon. She fought back the best she could, but like I said, she got her ass whooped. Simple. The excuses. And the fact that she lost, that wasn't surprising. The fact of the matter is, I remember how people was running their mouth. Yeah, the coal miner's daughter gonna do this. The coal miner's daughter gonna do. I know. And when she got her ass whooped, now they got to make excuses. If Katie Taylor, who doesn't talk any shit, but if she fought Claressa Shields, she would get mopped. And that would be you fools' excuses. Oh, she was too small. Oh, she was too old. Right. She wasn't too old when she fought Amanda Serrano, but now all of a sudden she's too old and she's too small. That is what the excuse would be. So, plain and simple, y'all need to kill all that talk about, oh, fight Katie. The fuck out of here, man. Here's Claressa fighting at heavyweight. You think that she's worried about Katie Taylor's little ass? All right. Katie got nothing to do with this. Let's keep it between Laila and Claressa. Now, here's the problem with Laila Ali. Laila Ali is basically for Laila. Laila isn't bringing up Claressa. But every time she gets interviewed, somebody has to bring up Claressa. I don't care if it's Andre Ward. I don't care if it's the boys at the Zone. Whoever, anywhere Laila does an interview, even at the last fights that they had. That's what she was talking at the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano card. like I said about Roy brings Floyd's name up. So whether he's being asked a question or they're having a conversation where he takes the opportunity, he uses it as an opportunity to bring up Floyd, but then Floyd's not supposed to clap back. But then Floyd doesn't say a word. He just simply watch you get knocked the fuck out, because that's what happened. Don't get mad at Floyd. Get mad at yourself for getting knocked the fuck out. Plain and simple. We all saw it. We just saw it again. Okay. So my thing is, instead of just saying, man, look, Floyd did what he did. If you want to call himself the greatest of all time, the best, whatever, whatever. Like, you going to change that man's mind because you got an attitude. So now you want to act like, which I got another video. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about it in another video, because I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all probably didn't think about. Okay, but anyways, this is my point. These older fucking people are still talking like they can still go do the same thing. My experience, my knowledge, I'm still that guy. I'm still the same. Right. So when you got knocked the fuck out, that means you were still the same person then, right? Or is it that your fans are so stupid to think that your ass is better now than you was when you got knocked the fuck out? You're damn near 60 fucking years old. You can barely even fucking walk. Can't even bend your knees properly. I see the shit. So he's sitting there hitting little ping pong paddles or whatever, and wow, did you see him hit them ping pong paddles? All right. So that means you go in there and get your ass whooped. What's the excuse? Now, the only difference between with Floyd and Roy and Laila and Claressa is that Floyd and Roy are both retired. But Floyd at least still does exhibitions. He's in the gym. Floyd don't have a pot belly. Floyd ain't walking around here, trying to use anybody's name for nothing. You guys just can't leave Floyd's name alone. That's just the reality of it. So, James, Tony, Antonio Tara, different people that have said shit where Roy didn't respond. Roy didn't react. Like, James Tony's from your era, right? You fought him before, right? But he said if he trained for you, nobody would never heard of you again. You have nothing to say about that. Anybody else who can say Ali's not in their top 5, what, you just gonna walk around here like every time somebody says something about Muhammad Ali, you and your feelings? I mean, let's just be real. Laila Ali don't even talk shit about Floyd, and that's her father. Now, let's get to Laila. Laila, she said, because people are constantly talking about, like you heard them saying, there's a rumor that she's going to fight Claressa Shields. I haven't heard no rumor. These motherfuckers stand up here and make them stupid ass lies up while they're talking to the fighter just to fucking get a question out there to get a reaction, or make a statement to get a reaction so they can say whatever they're going to say. Now, Laila says she's not trying to come back to fight. Right? That part right there says it all. That part. So when she says, unless somebody got 15 to 20 million, don't even call me. But if they were offering that kind of money, then I'd have to think about it. If you don't want the fight, Claressa Shields already has an advantage. She already has a youth advantage, and the fact that she's still active, okay, and the best female fighter in the game. She already has those advantages over you, and the fact that she wants to kick Laila's ass, because when Laila says, I can beat Shields right now, Laila's like, don't tell me, show me. You said if we had $15 million, right? So this isn't a Deontay Wilder bullshit scam, fake 50 million to try to play games. You see what they did? See, Deontay and them did some punk shit. That was some real bullshit. Oh, man, no negotiations, no meeting, no talking about it. Just take it or leave it. You got 24 hours. Like, who the fuck y'all arrogant motherfuckers think y'all are, man? Like this some mobster movie or so. Who the fuck y'all supposed to be? Hey, fucking fools are us? What kind of shit is that? So, look at what they did. She addressed it. They got all the businessmen there. They got the money. They got the venues. T-Mobile Arena or Cowboy Stadium. They got a date, venue. They got the money. Claressa's ready. All they need is Laila. Laila has put herself in a position where either she is going to just, look, I'm good. I'm not coming back to boxing. And then shut the fuck up when it comes to saying Claressa's name. Because if you're not willing to fight, because this is what these old fucking fighters think. They think that they can talk shit and nothing's going to happen. Nobody's going to run up on them. Nobody's going to call their bluff. The fight's not going to actually happen. It's just going to be bullshit fighting on Twitter with words. I'll do this to you. I'll do that to you. Blah, 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 this and that. This isn't against, look, I love them both as fighters, okay? But at the same fucking time, I'm not going to sit here and pull punches. Laila can't talk shit about I still whoop her ass right now, and I do this, and I'll do whatever the fuck happened in the past, it happened. So what? Leave it alone. But when you keep talking about it, see, this is the same shit Roy has been doing with Floyd. Constantly tearing Floyd's name. Constantly. So every time Clarissa's name come up, if Laila goes, listen, stop asking me about Claressa. Clarissa's doing her thing now. I did my thing. Life goes on. End of that. There's no material here to even talk about. Therefore, nobody's talking about nobody. And you know what happens for somebody to keep trying to create something? At some point, then the Claressa will go, look, Laila don't want to fight, and plain and simple, Shorty. Why y'all keep bringing her up? Worry about who I can fight. End it. Anything that you feed, it grows. If you starve it, it will die. Because now, if Laila starts running her mouth and saying a bunch of shit, and it's like, Laila, all you doing is talking. And you know what it does? It makes her look jealous and look like a hater. Why? Because you said out of your mouth, unless somebody got $15 or $20 million, don't even call me. Okay, they got the money. So if you turn the fight down and say, well, I said I'd think about it. I never said I was going to actually do it. I made it known I don't want to come. I'm not trying to come back, but I think about it. What's it to think about if you turn it down, but then continue to talk shit? This is where grown adults got to be grown fucking adults. Listen, it's done. It's nothing to talk about. There's nothing between me and Shields. There's no fight. Like I said, I did my thing. She did her thing. She thinks she's the greatest. I think I'm the greatest. Big deal. Life goes on. No, you motherfuckers are too immature. Roy Jones walk around here looking like a little fat Teletubby and shit. Yeah, I always stand wide open. I always stay ready. All you can do is toe man. And yet, everybody's acting like Floyd started this shit. Like Floyd did. No, Roy started this shit. He's been doing this shit. And it's so fucking stupid, like I said before, how you got Floyd haters talking about Floyd the one in his feelings. How was Floyd in his feelings? And all this motherfucker did was sit here and watch your boy get knocked the fuck out. Who the one keep bringing up who? But Floyd is in his feelings. It's like, no, we're the grown adults in life. So, you understand what I'm saying? This is a very similar situation here. Is, only difference with Claressa, with Laila is Laila I don't see her bringing up Shields. I see people, just like with Shields. She don't bring up Laila. It's the people talking to her. And egotistical people are going to always respond. They're always going to have something to say because you were telling me somebody said something about me, so I'm saying this about that person. Now, when you go talk to that person is going to, you're going to tell them what I said about them. But it's in response to what they said, you said about me. And all this he said, she said, back and forth bullshit, and that's what you get. So, listening to this shit, man, I just said this wasn't a good play by Claressa Shields. This was a brilliant business move, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if the fight doesn't happen, we know that it's not because of Claressa. And just like Laila said, do I can still fight? And they over there glazing, yes, I think so too. And you're beautiful. I'm like, yeah, she is. What the fuck does that have to do with her and Claressa fighting? This is what I mean about these childish ass, these motherfuckers stand here with these cameras and ask stupid questions and always trying to get some shit going. But look at it this way, Laila. You put yourself in a position of this. You get a chance to fight for $15 million, which you already it's yours by accepting the fight, showing up. And no matter how bad you get your ass whooped, you got $15 million. But what you have to understand is that you keep talking about Shields. Even though people are bringing her name up, you keep saying, if somebody going to pay me XYZ, you didn't think that they was going to have that money. Now, I don't see Laila as the kind of person that's going to show up just to show up. If Laila shows up, I feel like she's going to come trying to win. But at the same time, let's go back to what I said several videos ago. When you guys can sit here and make a fucking excuse about a fighter having ring rust, oh, he ain't fought the whole year, you got to remember though, keep in mind, okay, if a motherfucker who hasn't fought in a whole year gets the ring rust excuse, I don't want to hear that ring rust excuse, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when you train, when you spar, no, it's the same. Because why? You spar like 4 different fighters, 4 rounds with everybody, and you keep, all right, so you're getting the work in. What's this ring rust shit? You're working on your techniques. You're in there putting this work in. It's a fucking state of mind. We seen Floyd come back after a whole year and wash Marquez. We seen motherfucking Jamal Charlo come back after 2 years and wash a motherfucker. We seen him come back after a year and a half and wash a motherfucker. So I don't want to hear this ring rust shit. And if you're going to use ring rust as an excuse for a motherfucker that's not been fighting for a whole year, well, motherfucker, how much ring rust would Laila have? Because she ain't fought in like a decade. Are you shitting me? Damn near 2 decades she ain't fought, and y'all talking about ring rust? For a motherfucker that ain't fought in a year, but somehow this is a must-see fight. What does Laila have to think about to say, I have to think about it? One, okay, I no longer have to think about the money, the venue, or my opponent. It's all on me. So now what I have to think about is what kind of shape am I in? How long would it take me to get in tip-top shape? Then on top of that, am I really still built for this? Do I still have that dog in me to go in there and make this happen? Y'all sit here, Sugar Ray was old when he lost to Terry Norris. The motherfucker was 34. Floyd 36, but he was young, huh? Right? Right? How old is Laila? Damn near 50? What excuses is y'all gonna make if she take this fight and Claressa beat the fuck out of her like I know she's gonna do? This won't be competitive. This will not be what y'all think. Laila reflexes, her legs, her movement, trust me, it will not be what she think it's gonna be. Laila is not training. You can see her body looks soft. She's not toned and tight. Laila is not in no type of fight shape. She looks like, I don't know if she does yoga or whatever. I'm like, her body don't look toned to me. Okay, she don't look like she's working out to be like really strong. Now, I'm not saying she's not doing some type of fitness, some type of little, I'm just saying, I noticed the arm, the show, I see the shit. What I'm telling you though, for her to not get hit for all these years, to not really putting no real work in, Claressa's been doing this shit consistently. Claressa's 30 fucking years old. You really fucking think Laila got a chance? But so my thing is, when she has to think about it, that's the shit she got to think about. Because really what it comes down to is, one, as 2 fighters, I'm not really worried about embarrassment. And truthfully, for me, Shields is supposed to win. But what's really at stake here? Your 15 million guaranteed or your undefeated record. Because I don't see Laila winning this fight no kind of way. I see Laila getting knocked the fuck out. I see her getting beat the fuck up badly. Badly. So all of this, you know, I have to think about it, and what all of that's on her. And Shields won it. See, before you open your mouth to criticize Shields, every one of you dick-sucking fucking sissy bitch-made motherfuckers, shut the fuck up. Because you motherfuckers sat there and watched a 28-year-old fucking, what's his name? Jake Paul fight a 58-year-old, 8 blood transfusion fucking Mike Tyson. And you motherfuckers thought this was must-see TV and Mike's gonna do it. So shut the fuck up with this, oh, why she wanna fight Laila? No, she ain't bringing up Laila. Laila keep fucking addressing this shit instead of just, let this shit go. Stop asking me about Claressa. It's not happening. I'm retired. Let Claressa do her thing. Simple. No, it has to always be somebody got 15 to 20. She done said this shit multiple times. So don't act like she's picking on Laila. See, that's the problem with you bitch-made motherfuckers. Y'all hate people, you want to point a finger, and y'all think y'all can talk shit. That's why I be telling y'all. Y'all might not know this shit, man, but y'all better pay attention, because there's a lot of people who be coming on fucking content creators, channels talking shit, trying to act tough, and all of a sudden get spotted in person. And then all of a sudden, nah, man, I was, yeah, oh, y'all better start waking the fuck up. People just think they can talk shit, say what the fuck they want, and ain't nothing gonna happen. Nah, it's not like that, bro. It's not like that. So every time you just keep, you're addressing people and you saying, oh, if I get $15, $20 million, shit, we can fight. And if somebody offer, now they got the money. They got the venue, got the date that they want. Claressa Shields is in. Now, if Laila don't take the fight, I'm not going to call her a coward. But if she don't take the fight and continue to talk shit, then I will call her a coward. Because you can't talk shit, run your mouth. Now they like, yeah, let's go. Everything you want is there. Let's go. Now all of a sudden, you turn it down. But you talking shit and keep telling everybody that you can still beat Claressa and how you're the greatest. You understand what I'm saying? Look, man, let me tell you something. Sugar Ray Leonard don't call himself the greatest, but Floyd calls himself TBE. Sugar Ray, I remember a tweet. He told Floyd, I knocked out your daddy and I knock you out. And Floyd told him, he said, you could never. You understand what I'm saying? And he put up his record in Sugar Ray's record. Imagine right now, you get word that Floyd Mayweather is getting ready to fight Sugar Ray Leonard at an exhibition or whatever. Every one of you dick-sucking pieces of shit would be like, oh, man, he picking on this old man. Once again, this is how brainwashed y'all are. Y'all already actually thought that Jake Paul was going to lose to Mike Tyson. Y'all really thought Mike Tyson still had it. I told y'all, Mike don't look good. I seen Mike working out. He's losing his balance, even just walking. He's out of breath. Everything he does, he looks bad. His legs are shot. Yeah, and what did y'all think? I was just saying this shit? And I didn't even know about the 8 blood transfusions at that time. But I'm watching him. I'm like, nah, Mike don't look good, man, at all. Remember I said, okay, I'm going to save that for the next video. I'm going to save that for the next one. Listen, bottom line, you keep talking shit. You keep saying you can beat this person, you can do this, you can do that. Then that person says, okay, so now let's see who the greatest is. This is what Laila can't do. And I don't give a fuck if she did or if her fan base did it. And like I said, I love Laila as a fighter. There's no female fighters I like more than her and Claressa. This ain't about who I like and don't like. This is about principle. Laila cannot run her mouth. I'm better than Shields. I'll beat Shields. I was always better than Shields. Blah, 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 blah. This and that. She don't know how to knock people out. This, all that shit. Just to end up getting what you want and then not taking it. And then, regardless, I'm not going to look at her no kind of way. Like I said, but if she continue to talk shit and don't fight, then nah. And what we not going to do, well, she's older. Right. But you keep talking shit. So if you jump in there just to collect the check and get your ass whooped, well, you'll have that one loss on your record. But you're $15 million richer. It's what means more to you. There's no fucking way. See, like, Roy Jones and all these people keep running their mouth talk about what George Foreman did. Motherfucker, there's only one George Foreman. Stop this shit. I'm not saying nobody else can't do it. But, man, look, George Foreman, and understand, when George Foreman came back, he was 35. They make it seem like when he knocked out Michael Moorer, he was 45. That was 10 years later. They make it sound like he was retired all that time and then just from his 20s and came all the way back at one fight at 45 and knocked out Michael Moorer. No, man, he was fighting. He came back at 35. Layla's down there 50 now. She ain't fought nobody. Now, she's not going to have a tune-up or nothing. She's doing, I don't give a fuck if she had 10 tune-ups, man. Shields will beat the shit out of Claressa, out of Layla right now, man. We're not talking about no prime Layla and all that. And ain't no need to talk about what we think would have happened. It don't matter. I deal with the here and now. I don't deal with no back in the day. You make the decision to get in the ring. You know what I don't want to hear? Her age. Because we know this right now. We are aware of this right now. So when you talking shit, and then there's huge interest in the people that want to put this fight on. See, this is exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Now, this is be one of those spectacle fights. They're going to show you what Layla did in the past and talk about Ali and everything and show you what Claressa's doing and build this up to be a great fight just for the fans to be disappointed. Laila Ali fans will be highly disappointed. Boxing fans overall that want to see Claressa Shields lose will be highly disappointed. And the fight itself won't live up to expectations because Claressa will beat the shit out of Laila Ali. You guys believe in magic. You believe in crossing your fingers and clapping your heels and praying and all this shit and thinking there's something going. Bro, there's not enough gods floating around nowhere to save her from the ass whooping that Shields will give her. So all of this fucking glazing and talking about this and that and what she did and her, that, listen, man, Layla did her fucking thing. And I don't feel like Layla should feel like she got nothing else to prove. You did what you did. Here you are fighting. This is someone not even from your era, way younger than you, doing her thing in her prime right now. And instead of you just enjoying your life and like without the aggravation of people trying to, get you back in the ring, but you keep falling into this because the ego got you talking. But you can't sit up here and say these things and then all of a sudden don't take the fight. So for you to go from saying, unless somebody got 15 or 20 million, don't even talk to me. Now they have the 15 million, and then all of a sudden you have an excuse to not take it. That's already going to be a problem with people like, well, damn, Layla, what happened? For the real ones is going to look at it. All these little fake ass casual motherfuckers, they don't have any boundary. They don't have any fucking structure in their life, period. So they don't stand for nothing. But that's the reality. You're going to be looked at like, well, damn, Layla, you said if somebody had 15, 20 million, they got the money. You said they got 15 million. So now what are we doing? So you don't put yourself in a situation of, like I said, if you don't take this fight, you need to shut the fuck up. Because going forward, yo, Layla, they had the money. Why you didn't take it? You keep preaching about how you would have beat her and you'll still beat her, but now all of a sudden, you turn the fight down. Yet you got millions of people around the world stupid enough to think that you can pull it off, just like they thought Mike Tyson was. That's where she is now, and that's the problem. You take the fight, you getting that ass whooped. You don't take the fight, you looking like a coward and a hater. Because you said, unless somebody got that kind of money, and saying, I'd have to think about it, don't change anything. Saying, I'm not trying to come back to fight, but if somebody offered me that kind of money, I'd have to think about it. That doesn't change it. Basically, what we know right now, just from those words, is Claressa wants it, you don't. You be taking it simply because why? The money was right. So as much shape you try, as much as good a shape you try to get in, so you can go in there and be able to perform and do what you got to do. That reality starts to hit you, man, when you don't understand. Like, when you get away from something and you haven't done it for a while, your ego might make you think you're still the same person. Confidence is always when you're still doing it, so you know what you can do, versus you think you can. And unless you're still sparring and really putting tough workouts in, you're retired, right? So you're not doing any of this stuff. Claressa is. Claressa done fucking crossed over doing MMA and all that. What the fuck do you think Laila is going to do that Claressa's not going to be able to handle? Y'all keep thinking that these old motherfuckers got one more fight left in them and they just going to turn the clock back one night. And they all of this shit, and then just get there to go, man, Laila was talking all that shit, man. She got her ass. Well, I thought that's what you motherfuckers do. I swear to you, man. I swear. I mean this with every fiber in my fucking body. People in this generation is so naive, just flat out stupid. Like, I do not know how the fuck y'all were raised for y'all to be this fucking ignorant. I don't understand this shit. Man, I mean, even just the comments. And I'm like, why the fuck are y'all sitting here acting like Claressa did something wrong? So wait, so Laila can keep saying she'll whoop Claressa's ass. Claressa is not as good as her. She ain't on her level. All this shit. And if somebody had 15, unless they got 15 million, I'm not. Okay. So she like, all right, you want to keep running your mouth. We got the money. We're interested. Let's go. This ain't making Claressa look bad. And you're not going to sit here and watch no Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. But now all of a sudden, Claressa's picking on Laila. Every time somebody starts some shit and somebody clap back at them, they're wrong for responding. Just like y'all sitting here trying to make it like Floyd is just picking on Roy Jones, just showing video. Nah, motherfucker, you sitting up here questioning the man's heart, questioning, his resume, talking about who he beat. Goddamn, Roy, he beat 23 world champions. Who the fuck, how many world champions you beat? A motherfucker with 2 Hall of Fame names on his fucking resume. And one of them, when y'all both before, matter of fact, when you fought Bernard, here's the funny thing. When you fought Bernard Hopkins, you motherfuckers still wasn't as sharp as you were both going to become later. So you guys y'all on the come up at that time. This wasn't no you versus Bernard, wasn't no Raylan versus Hearns type of shit. You got two guys. That's it. Nobody else. 2 guys. Mike McCallum was washed up when you fought him, and according to you, you did him a favor, right? So it's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers questioning people that was better than them, questioning people who's done far better. So even when people are talking shit and giving their opinions, who gives a fuck, man? Who cares? Y'all can do all of this talking, no matter what y'all say, that 50-0 stands. If he fight Roy Jones, he's going to be 51-0. Simple. No matter what the fuck y'all say about Claressa Shields, she's the best female fighter in the sport right now. At the end of the day, Laila Ali can make this real shit. She could have made this real simple a long time ago. Because when all of this shit was being said, everybody want to know who said, well, hey, man, look, that shit wasn't about nothing. Let it go. And that shit would have died down. And it would have been nothing said. Claressa just told us a couple of days ago that, yeah, she blocked Baumgartner and she blocked Cyborg because they are constantly on her channel calling her pretty girl, this, that, and talking about one, just saying a bunch of stupid shit and like stalker type shit. Okay? So for somebody to keep, talking and trying to all of this, just wanting to make conversation and trying, see, this is what become the new way to fight to these motherfuckers of this generation on fucking X, social media. Nah, fuck all the talk. Let's just fucking rumble. I don't need to talk with my mouth. Like, this is what people don't get. Let's go do the thing that we know how to do. So my point is, for you to act like you got something against Shields, act like Shields is doing something, but you the ones keep reaching out to her. Not for a fucking fight, but just to try to make it look like you keep 147 or this and that, and just like, man, cut this petty shit out, man. And we heard Alicia Baumgartner sit there and say that girl is a heavyweight. Yeah, exactly. But you got a heavyweight mouth with your little tiny ass body. And I'm looking at this motherfucker like, wow. And you know also too what I thought about with Alicia Baumgartner? Y'all notice she don't look as muscular? Y'all notice that, right? First fight back after her failed drug test, she still was a little, you know, but she wasn't as toned. You didn't see that muscularity like you normally see, right? And the chick she fought, Delphine Persoon, with the fucking leg brace on. We know the fight ended early with, you know, whatever the accident and all. But like what I'm saying, look at that shit. Look at how her punches didn't have the same effect. This fight, she fights this chick, ring rush my ass, man. And she goes the distance with this motherfucker. And she don't look all solid like she used to. Another fight where I'm saying, well, she ain't knocked nobody out. Another fight where, I'm just saying, right? So you look at her and watch her struggle. And she's supposed to be, according to her, she's the face of female boxing, of women's. Come on with that bullshit. She's the one. I'm that one. I'm that one. And you struggle with this chick. So y'all keep bringing all these people up to try to say they better than Claressa or want to make it seem like Claressa's ducking some type of smoke. Man, these chicks ain't got shit for Claressa, man. And after Claressa's fight with this person, should she get by her, okay, she got one more fight. Because that's what she's doing, collecting all the belts. She wants to unify. You understand what I'm saying? So that, I'm become undisputed. So whatever the time frame would definitely give Laila Ali enough time to get in fight shape. The problem is, in all honesty, even to get in fight shape, when your reflexes aren't there no more, you know, that speed ain't there, because I doubt very seriously that Laila still got the same hand speed, any of that shit, her movement, anything. It's not the same. Anybody has ever been sick or something happened and you stop jogging for a minute, what's the first thing that starts happening when you start to jog? What's the first two things happen? Actually, you can say three, but definitely, what's the first two things that happen? Because the third thing, you get that dry mouth. 2, you get that bad burn in your chest. 3, your lower back, you start to get them little pains, and then anybody who's ever had a situation, you know what that shit feels like. So you know, and we just talk about getting back in shape. Now imagine the sparring, everything that comes with this shit. You ain't done this shit in damn near 2 decades. And now you get ready to get there with the best female fighter in the world. Now you looking at your age, you thinking about this shit, or what, like all the things you didn't think about, because you didn't really think this fight was going to happen. You thought it was just going to be a bunch of little verbal pitter-patter, jibber-jabber back and forth. But now it's like, damn, this shit is real. Damn, she really want to fight. Like, damn. And when you go out your way, they keep trying to find somebody who's better than Shields from the past or present, and who's this and who's that, and, you know, trying to take little jabs and don't see all that little shit. It's like, nah, fuck the talk, let's fight. So where does Laila stand? Laila and all these other motherfuckers, Roy Jones, y'all need to learn to just humble yourselves, man. Because y'all, you know, all of this talking, and then you end up looking bad. You can't listen. Laila's career, she did what she did, that's that. But at the same time, Claressa Shields has left Laila in the dust in terms of accomplishments. And skill for skill, and look, all this going back and comparing prime versus prime, that's it's meaningless. There's no such thing as a time machine. So no, we can't get a prime Laila versus Claressa. No, this will be this old version of what in the fuck can you say right now about Laila, what she can do in the ring right now? And she hasn't been in the ring. She hasn't been training the way boxers train. She hasn't been doing any of this shit. So what the fuck can you sit here and confidently say she's going to do? And somehow you think that this is going to be a good fight? This is nothing but big name, used to be great, still is great. I mean, I'm just saying, what Laila had done in the past, she can't do now. You all should be smart enough to understand this. But, you know, hey, man, put up or shut up. That's what it is, man. Stop talking shit about people if you're not willing to fight. And like I said, she did not expect this shit to happen. Who saw this coming? Nobody saw this shit coming. Nobody thought, yo, Claressa is going to wind up getting with the right team. They're going to come up with the money, venue, date, and everything. And nobody saw this. So, yeah, man, Laila's in that position. Put up or shut up. And your pride is on the line, too, because like I said, if you take the fight, hey, more power to you. If you don't take the fight, more power to you. But at the same time, reality slaps you in the face. And just like Sugar Ray Leonard said when he was walking to the ring, before he walked to the ring to fight Terry Norris, he felt fine. All right? But once he started walking to the ring, he just knew he was going to lose. Yeah, because that reality said it. And Terry kicked his ass. And he was 34. How old is Laila right now? Okay, so y'all better wake up with this shit, man. All this fanboyism. You know, I don't want to see the fight. I just don't see the purpose of this fight. But, hey, because of the things that came out of Laila's mouth, and you know, the fact of the matter is, had she just let this shit go way back when, this shit would have just been dead. Every time you come on somebody's show, they always want to dig up the past and ask questions. You don't always have to dwell on shit. Just, man, look, stop asking me about Claressa. Just like I said, that shit ain't nothing. I did what I did. I hold my position. She did what she's doing now. This is her time. Nah, like I said, the ego, the dislike, all the backing, all that shit, it just won't let people think with common sense. So you don't take this fight, though. You're going to continue to talk shit. But then you turn the money down, turn the fight down. But yet, if somebody bring Claressa Shields' name up, you feel obligated to just talk about what... There's nothing to talk about. Y'all got to grow up, man. Seriously. Y'all got to grow up. Learn how to just stop worrying about always trying to satisfy somebody and prove something to somebody over nothing. Roy Jones walking, looking like he about to damn fall over, talking about fighting somebody. Man, anyway, I got something for that. But, yeah, man. Yeah. You know, Shields is ready, and Laila put herself in a position where, like I said, either you're going to take the money, go in there and get your ass whooped, finally have one loss on your record, but $15 million richer, or you're going to turn the fucking fight down, and you're going to humble yourself and just stop talking shit. And I believe that since Claressa and them put this out here, they're probably going to do more videos to make it known. Like, look, we got the money. All we waiting for is Laila. All we waiting, that's it. Finally, all we need is Laila. That's it. That's all we need is Laila. And plain and simple. If you don't take the fight and keep talking shit, then that makes you look like a fucking coward. And that makes you a coward. Not look like one, that makes you a coward. If you don't take the fight and you just humble yourself, I'm going to say reality slapped you in the face. You realize you don't really want to do this. That's what I would say on that. But, and that's just to be nice about it. Because after all that shit talking, the 15 million is there. So this is not about trying to make excuses for nobody. That 15 million is there. So you got to think of how you going to handle yourself going forward with this. Go take the ass whooping. Get richer. Turn it down and chill the fuck out. Turn it down and continue to talk shit, you become a joke instantly. Don't think people's hatred for Claressa Shields is going to help you any, because it won't. They'll just hate you even more because they were hoping that you would get in there and finally give Claressa a loss. That's what people are waiting for so bad, especially since Katie got a loss, Serrano got several losses. So it's like, you know, Savannah, all of them. So it's like, let's find somebody. Y'all so desperate that y'all trying to fucking talk like Shadeja Green brings some type of motherfucking threat to Claressa, and she wouldn't even struggle with Savannah, and Savannah looked like shit in that fight. And at Savannah's best, Claressa embarrassed her. So, you know, it is what it is, man. And like I said, I'm here to defend the truth, the logic, and the reasoning. It's not the fighters. I don't know them. But you guys need to understand, if you're not willing to back up that shit, stop calling people out. Or pretending to call somebody out. Because that's pretty much what it comes down to. Give the same respect you want. And if you're going to open your mouth to try to tear somebody's resume down, show your hatred, show your jealousy, and then all of a sudden you get in your feelings because they respond to you and show you, well, I can do what you can't do. I can show everybody what happened to you in the ring. And you got knocked out. You can pull up my fights, but you can't find nothing like that because it never happened. And these motherfuckers, man, I know y'all looking like some old, bitter, just like, I don't understand this shit. The human ego is a motherfucker, man. Well, I just never understood how people can just get so older, like just get so much older and just be so naive, man. Like, I don't understand this shit. I don't. These fucking fans ain't gonna do nothing but cheer you one day and boo you another day. Y'all think that that's what this is about. These fans don't give a fuck about you in that sense, man. You know, the fans got the right to voice their opinions about things, but like this hatred, this evil shit that lives inside of people, man. Y'all gotta learn the difference between the two. Claressa Shields is doing what she's doing right now. You did what you did way back when, and understand, when your ship sails, kick your feet back up, put your hands back here, soak the sun in, and enjoy your life. Stop trying to impress these fucking people. Because these same people will be the same ones, no matter how mad they get at Claressa, they'll be laughing at how bad you looked in that fight. All right, I'm telling you, believe in yourself and all of that. But I'm saying this, I know from her saying, Laila Ali, I'm not trying to come back. But if somebody offers me that kind of money, I'd have to think about it. That contradicts, unless somebody got 15 million, don't even call me. Why'd you put a price? You should have said that. If you're not coming back, the proper thing to say is, no amount of money is going to bring me back. I'm done. Therefore, you should stop talking shit. Because you don't want to come back. And that's the thing. I know, listening to your words, you don't want to come back. And if you did, it would just be for the money. And then when she'll start tearing your ass up, you'll realize you don't have the same heart for this shit that you once had. But you know you $15 million richer. Your pride and your ego wouldn't want you, just the thought of her getting the best of you. But when you went there and all of a sudden she's tagging your ass and ain't nothing you can do about it, and you're just not the same fighter, that's when it will all unfold. And you know, when fighters get tired, when fatigue sets in, all that, that's when you see what people are made of. And your daddy said that's the closest I ever came to dying, when he fought Joe. Now imagine, Ali was in his 30s when that happened. You're damn near 50 and haven't done this shit in a very long time. These fucking toxic ass people don't give a fuck about you. Just like y'all fighters don't give a fuck. These celebrities, they don't give a fuck about the fans. It's just about stroking their ego. Simple. Laila, I love you as a fighter. Claressa, I love you as a fighter. I love y'all as black women. And y'all both did what y'all did very well. And Claressa's still doing it. But people, this is what happens when you get in front of a camera and people like to try to dictate shit. Just like you heard me say a couple years ago. I watch all of these fucking interviewers interview Claressa Shields and then say some shit about, oh, Savannah Marshall said this and that about you, and then go back and interview Savannah Marshall and, oh, well, we were talking to Claressa and Claressa said this about you, and this is what they do. So here's a situation where You gotta like think, even when people are asking you questions on interviews, what's the purpose of them constantly coming to you telling you what somebody said, or asking, did you hear what they said? And this person's, so what? So what? Hey, listen, next, you know Floyd Mayweather is so much smarter than y'all realize. Several times. So Floyd, such and such a thing that, no, we're not here to talk about that. Right, Floyd ain't give a fuck. Floyd didn't give Floyd is the rawest, most gangster motherfucker out of all of y'all. Because Floyd will put you in your fucking place when you ask him some bullshit. The rest of y'all feel like now it's my duty to respond and try to act tough. Roy Jones' old ass up and said, well, I believe in, well, I stand for, I die for. And man, Roy, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up, man. Every interview, this motherfucker is talking about dying for what he believes. Like, it's always some type of, I don't care. I'm about it. When are y'all gonna grow up? When? I'm 200 pounds and I'm issuing a challenge to a motherfucking welterweight. And part of me, feel like, I'm like, man, this is bullshit. But part of me feel like I hope Floyd take him up on that offer, because I'm so confident that Floyd would beat his ass. Roy Jones, the only thing about it, I don't think it would humble Roy Jones. I think Roy Jones has just got that kind of ignorant mind that he feel like he just got something to prove. Why? But I'm going to get into that next. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.